Alright, so you have learned how to make a puppet, you have learned how to import that puppet, you've learned how to put it together, and you've learned how to animate it. The next video I want to show you is just a quick thing about tracks. So there are two views. I'm not quite sure what this small view is, it just seems to have less things in it, but it seems, apart from that, to be identical. If we look at this view, so I'll get the mouse cursor, we're looking at this button here. Here are all our different tracks. If you grab on the grey bit, we can scroll down. We can see we don't have a lot on the screen, but already there's probably over a dozen different things there. Let's start with the record button. As you can see, the sound at the moment is turned off record. That means when I press record, it's not going to record sound. It'll only record the animation, and I might like to add that sound in later. You can also turn off different parts. So if I turn off the puppet, she's still visible now, but as soon as I start to record, when I hit that record button, she's no longer there. Now, with just one puppet on the screen, that may not be very useful, but if I was to have a second puppet on the screen, that would become useful, because I could animate one puppet, go back to the beginning, turn off record, and animate the second puppet. And that way, I wouldn't have to focus on trying to move two puppets around the screen at the same time. Have a look and see. We've got these tracks that we made. And she should disappear at some point. Whoopsie, that was from me messing around before. She should disappear at some point. There she goes. And it's still recording. It's still recorded, but the angel was turned off. So I don't want any of those. Delete. I wonder if there must be a quicker way than double tapping each track, but I wonder if I did that. Yeah, I could just do that and record over the top. I'll just do that. So if you wanted to do that, just push this button here and record over the top. So that's the tracks. The other thing which I already showed you with the backgrounds is that you can lock different things in place. So if I was to lock, say, the torso down, when I try to move the torso, oops, I've lost her leg. When I try to move the torso, she doesn't move. And that could be useful if you had a static item or something you didn't want to move. Oh, there you go. That's interesting too. Different frames.